You dropped the bomb on me. Opening up the show with a little bit of Iron Reagan. We've got a double shot of Iron Reagan. We've got a double shot of Terror, LA's finest. Reminded me today on Twitter, they have not played a show since March. I have not done a stand-up show since March, and these globalists are turning off our lights in the same way they are blocking the Hunter Biden Burisma scandal. I cannot believe Twitter and Facebook are stopping both. Stopping the New York Post from getting the truth out to the American voter. How is that possible? That's right. What else do I got? Yeah. Got some Power Trip action. I've got some Ramallah, some Gap Band. You just heard it. A little Bruce Springsteen action. A little bit of suicidal tendencies. Figuring a little bouncing wig mosh up top. Little pre-show antics. That's right. With my friends. What? Sick of being stuck in up and out of this space. Hearing all the words that come out of your face. Sick of my life, I wanna be dead with my friends. Smoking gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessman to his VP dad. Uh-oh. Florida man accused of handing out marijuana to passersby because it was Christmas. We had that one on deck from yesterday. Indian man reportedly decapitates his wife, carries head to the police station. We had that one yesterday. Woman fires multiple shots into a police car, hitting the suspect under arrest, according to the cops here in North Carolina. 17-year-old student cyberbullied by a teacher and may be expelled for sharing conservative content on Instagram. Countries that kill journalists keep concentration camps elected to UN Rights Human Council. How about that? Cuomo blames GOP New York Post for controversy over nursing home COVID-19 deaths. No, it wasn't me that put them in there. It was somebody else. No, and I didn't kill them. It was the COVID that killed them. What? How come I'm the only one that sees the streets? Secret email show Joe Biden met with son Hunter's Ukraine client. Wait, no. How many times can I have that story? No, I had to go to the UK to make sure that I was able to actually access the story since Twitter is blocking both the story and the guy who wrote it. How about that, United States of America? Freedom of speech. If you thought the press were the enemy of the people, it's the people keeping the press depressed. Those are the people who are the enemy of the people. Woman who cut baby. Wait, hold on. Wait for that one to load. Jason Whitlock claims China's 1,000 times more racist than the U.S. China insists Genghis Khan exhibit not use the words Genghis Khan. How about that, China? Good for you. Now in today's show, we're going to talk about how, we're watching... we watch sexual preference be changed overnight, the definition. We watch court packing be changed overnight. We're going to watch how the Chinese are going to have a Genghis Khan exhibition without the mention of a Genghis Khan. Nothing to see here, except the people who are changing the definition of stuff never disagree with almighty China. A little power trip, Riley Gale, rest in peace. How hard is that? So damn hard. You're moshing us. What else do I have? Do you believe this story about the Osama bin Laden being kept in Iran? That Bush and Obama knew where he was the whole entire time, and when they set him up to be murdered so Barack Obama could get a 12-point bump in the polls, this whole thing was a setup. If you believe that news that you're getting on Twitter, again, I don't know if it's real. But I know in Denver's top iconic rock, we are going to get to the bottom of the top of the fakest and the fastest fake news in the history of fake news. It's Power Trip! You're watching. You can get the podcast at Spotify. You can get the podcast at Apple Music. Go ahead and rate and review. Sometimes we're on YouTube if they allow the show to be on there. Most times they just delete it because they don't like the music we're playing. Go on the Facebook page right now at John Toll and at both Real John Toll. You might see a sweet picture of Hunter Biden showing off his zero-pack. Well, you would think somebody all cracked out would have a better six-pack. Even Dare... No, who's that ne'er-do-well that used to be the quarterback for the Colts? That guy looks good with his shirt off. What else did I share? A post from 2019 that says Alderaan was an inside job, and it was. No, I have done the mathematics. I want to know how the Death Star is curved if I'm in the tunnel to shoot at it, and there is never a curve in the tunnel. Thank you, science. You can see a picture of, let's see, who else? Cory Booker, he's not weird. Dick Durbin, he's not weird. And the other guy who pretended he was in Vietnam, that's not weird. According to Merriam-Webster, they changed the definition of dementia to mean that at one time you served in Vietnam, and that helps. This fish-lipped ne'er-do-well from Connecticut. How hard is that riff, ladies and gentlemen? We've got the hardest riffs in the history of hard riffs, that's right. Wow. No, we're going to break down. Remember in the same, we already broke it down. Remember Cuomo? According to the state of New York, we're sending your ass to the nursing homes, and then by the time we're done with it, he's going to say that it never happened.
To be president, text 5. You can vote as many times you want. Oh, there you go. And it'll be as real as the news tells us. As they all tell us the same thing. Oh my God.
It's gonna happen.
Just like they've told us 15 days to slow the spread. Keep your doctor, keep your plan. 15 more days to count the votes to figure out who won or did not win in this election. I've booted everybody on Twitter. I only follow Sternadich and Scott Adams. That's it.
Fake news.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have as my guests tonight two gentlemen who need no introduction.
Who are you? We need to talk to you about a serious issue.
It's about the moon. What? This is nothing but moshing. Single riffs over riffs. Nothing but riffing in the name of riffs. Whiskey in the surf for 106.3. Denver's top iconic rock. Let's go. Sing along, you nerds.
None of it, not a bit. West Key and Flip Rivers. It's terror, that's right out of the gate, racing in the simulation. LA's finest, we are better off without you, you ne'er-do-wells. That's right. That's right. Man reportedly decapitates his wife, carries head to the police station. Man in India chopped his wife's head off in a fit of rage about infidelity, then carried it to the police station and surrendered. No, remember yesterday it had Joe Biden's vote in the teeth. This time it's got the dude she was cheating with's dick. Can you believe it? Shinar Yadav got into a heated argument with his wife, Vimla. She's 35 on Friday morning in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. Am I saying that right? I don't want to lose my Indian audience. It's believed Yadav was also injured a neighbor he was accused of having an affair with his wife. Without you, I am single, and you are no longer going to be cheating with me in the afterlife. After a heated argument, the accused attacked his wife with a sharp weapon, killing her and then beheading her. That's right. After which he carried his wife's severed head to the Babaru police station, where he surrendered. The accused was arrested, and the weapon was also recovered from him by the cops. No, you better spit that dick out before I cut your fucking head off.
My rage!
No, spitting my rage. He carried his wife's severed head to this police station and surrendered. The accused was arrested and the weapon was recovered from him by the cops. A similar incident happened to him. You ever hack off somebody's hacking off? An argument, and then paraded her head in the street while singing his country's national anthem. If you don't think Hunter Biden would gladly cut off a hooker's head and then sing the Chinese national anthem, then you are out of your mind. Smoking Gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessmen to his VP dad. This dropped today on the New York Post. Hunter Biden introduced his father, then Vice President Joey Biden, to a top executive of Ukrainian energy firm less than a year before the elder Biden pressured government officials in the Ukraine. Do you remember when they impeached President Donald Trump for having the perfect phone call, when in reality, Joe Biden had already used his illegal son's connection to meet with a person from Burisma and then took $1 billion in payoff to fire the prosecutor who was investigating Burisma? They have the mother effing documents, and you know it's true because Twitter and Facebook will not let you read it. No, it was a bomb dropping. Little Gap Band action, everybody racing in the simulation. No, the New York Post dropped a bomb on the DNC. The never-before-revealed meeting is mentioned in a message of appreciation from Vadim Poroshowski, an advisor to the board of Burisma, allegedly sent Hunter Biden on April 17th, 2015. Who was the president then? A year after Hunter joined the Burisma board, at a reported, doesn't speak the language, doesn't know anything about the gas, $50,000 a month. What job did you get, folks, for $50,000 a month when you didn't know what the hell was going on? I mean, I guess hosting the show. Wow. Dear Hunter, thanks for inviting me to D.C. and giving an opportunity to meet your father and spend some time together. It's really an honor and a pleasure, the email reads. The earlier email from 2014 also shows that reportedly Burisma's number 3 exec asking Hunter for, quote, advice on how you could use your influence, unquote, on the company's behalf. Well, I just so happen to have a father. I mean, you know how I got this job. My 5-year plan, probably more hookers, more crack, more illegal money from countries who hate us, probably involved in human trafficking. And then when it all looks like it's going well, I'm going to knock up some floozy in another state. And then my dad is going to have to run against Donald Trump for president, and everyone's going to find out about it. This blockbuster correspondence with flies in the face of Joe Biden's claim that he's, quote, never spoken to my son about his oversized dealings or his overseas dealings. The oversized dealings is me trying to fit in a t-shirt after this damn quarantine. Dear Lord. Computer was dropped off. This is where I love this. His laptop, and just no worry about them conditioning you to find stuff on a laptop when off in the distance is the Anthony Weiner Huma Aberdeen laptop with all 675,000 Hillary Clinton emails found in there. What do they have in there? Crimes against children. Anyways, this dude got his laptop fixed and then he forgot to pick it up. At some point, it becomes the property of the place fixing it. They go in there, they make a phantom drive, they figure out what's on it, and they go, the FBI needs to find out about this. Guess what the FBI did when they got this? Nothing. They sat on it. And they sat on it because in reality, folks, every one of our enemies already has this blackmail information. Just like they already have the blackmail information on the Clinton Foundation and every single one of those emails that went through her illegal server there in the closet in upstate New York. Yo, I can break it down so fast. Customer who brought in a water-damaged MacBook Pro for repair never paid for the services or retrieved it, or a hard drive on which its contents were stored, according to the shop owner. When he tried repeatedly to contact the client, he couldn't positively identify the customer as Hunter Biden, but said the laptop bore a sticker from the Beau Biden Banging His Wife Foundation, named after Hunter's late brother and former Delaware Attorney General. Photos of a Delaware federal court subpoena given to the Post show that both the computer and the hard drive were seized by the FBI in December. Folks, they've had it since December. Before turning over the gear, the shop owner says he made a copy of the hard drive and later gave it to the former mayor, Rudy Giuliani, who has all the documents. Now, there's 1,000 gnarly pictures on there. There may or may not be a 12-minute video of him smoking crack with a hooker. I mean, a human-trafficked person who was involved in prostitution he paid with a fund from the mayor of Moscow's wife. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing. No, dude. Trust me, no. Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace, but I pay my hookers in pound cake. That's right. Great Chicken, the simulation, folks. Whiskey and the Surfer, Denver's top iconic rock on it. WhiskeyandtheSurfer.com, JohnTold.net. That's right. Wow! And even though it has Sammy Hagar in it, I love the fact that he started this song with a drill, just like Hunter Biden ended his dad's campaign with the same drill. Is this safe? A little bit of Van Halen. What? Homegrown and down home. How about a Florida man accused of handing out marijuana to passersby because it was Christmas? A man accused of passing out weed over the weekend to people in downtown St. Petersburg told police he was doing it because it was Christmas. Records from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office show police arrested Richard Ellis Spurrier, 67 years old. You're doling out weed like it's Christmas? Fuck yeah, you are. No, you were celebrating because, well, it also happened in December. Wait a minute, is all this tied together? One count of each possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. That's right! Let me get on. When officers approached him, they noticed Spurrier was carrying a backpack. Oh my God, he was a member of Antifa. No, but instead of working for a news outlet where he could murder Trump supporters, he was getting them stoned. No, that is the long-lost recipe of the United States coming together one joint at a time. In an arrest affidavit obtained by the Tampa Bay Times, police saw several pieces of marijuana hanging off one of Spurrier's shirt sleeves when they spotted him at 11:30 near the intersection of 2nd and Central. And how much weed you have in your bag to dip in there? Dear Lord. They approached him, they noticed he had a backpack. Search of the bag turned up 45 grams of marijuana. Is that a lot? Under 3 pounds, I believe. Is that not a felony? A prescription bottle bearing Spurrier's name in a glass pipe and a digital scale with marijuana residue on them. Booked into Pinellas County before 1 a.m. Sunday, he was later released on his own recognizance on the provision that he stay away from the area of his arrest. I gotta make sure I don't blow through these stories so much. I gotta slow down. I'm sweaty because I mowed my lawn today, get it? No, I actually mowed my lawn today. Sex Without Love is the Hunter Biden Burisma plan. That's right. Woman fires multiple shots into a police car, hitting the suspect under arrest. This is from the newsobserver.com. Suspect sitting in a police patrol car was shot multiple times Tuesday after an angry woman grabbed a gun and began fighting. No, it was a happy woman excited to be getting rid of this ammo. According to the Gaston County Police press release, the identity and condition of the hospitalized victim has not been released, according to WSOC. The man is in stable condition. The incident happened at 12:15 Tuesday at an apartment community there in Hampton Meadows Lane in Cramerton. That's 15 miles west of Charlotte. Now the secret lies with Charlotte. Dude, that is how you bring down Mike Pence. You bring down Paul Ryan. You figure out how they were using illegal comms through Mike Pence's daughter's laptop to set up an assassination of Donald Trump, and now you have it. You figure out that at least Donald Trump, there has been assassination attempts against this man at least a half a dozen times. Check! A little bit of Ramallah, everybody. Boston's artist. That's right! Revenge so sweet, what?
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? There's a fear in the air that I pray for mine. Alright. Can you feel it? And do you fear it? And Malcolm was right. The hateful soul has come home in the night. So when you feel it, time to die. Can you feel it? Cause we've reached the end of the line. Just take a look at the papers. Your leaders, the killers, the liars. What they do in your name to make the bodies pile higher. The murders, the terror, they've done it forever.
Investors say the incident happened at 12:15 in the afternoon at an apartment community there in Cramerton, 15 miles west. Boy. Now say a prayer for me. If I'm so mad, I'm shooting you in the middle of the day. On the scene, officers made contact with several people involved in the situation. One of those parties involved in the altercation was detained and placed into a Cramerton police vehicle. This is sweet revenge. Other participants continues to cause a disturbance. Officers work to de-escalate that situation. The suspect, Ashley Marie Forney, retrieved a firearm. Miss Forney went to the vicinity of the Cramerton police vehicle and fired into the car, striking the victim multiple times. Oh my God. Forney, she's 32, was taken into custody without incident. Except for the incident. Charged with attempted first-degree murder and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. Pray for her, pray for America, that we can all come together and be able to sit in a Zoom class with our Donald Trump flags without getting expelled. No, it is going to be sweet revenge if we allow these ne'er-do-well globalists to take over our freedom. I hope you've been watching this. Again, we've been talking about how, folks, they've been changing All right, let's start here. In the last few days, over the weekend, they tried to change the definition of court packing, which has stood for 100 years, meaning that you were going to add additional seats to the Supreme Court and then fill those seats. Instead of filling an open vacancy, they took the open vacancy and they switched the definition. Just yesterday, Mazie Hirono, with her shit questions she was asking future Justice Amy Coney Barrett, said that the term sexual preference was offensive She says that in the middle of the day. By the afternoon, think pieces.
Where millions will die.
A little more Iron Reagan. And your body. Anyways, she tells Amy Coney Barrett the term sexual preference is offensive. Now, by the afternoon, all these lefty weirdos are already writing think pieces. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Blah, 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 blah. And by 8 o'clock that night, folks, Merriam-Webster changes the definition of sexual preference to make it offensive. This is how they change your history while you live it. This is Orwellian as it gets. China insists Genghis Khan exhibit not use the words Genghis Khan. Do you see how that's the same thing? A French museum has postponed an exhibit about the Mongol Emperor Genghis Khan, citing interference by the Chinese government, which accuses of trying to rewrite history. You know, rewriting history. You remember when the state of New York in March says, we're going to put all those old fucks in nursing homes. And then in April, they said, we're putting 4,500 of them in nursing homes. And then in May, when 5,000 of them had died, they said, no, we're not doing that. We silently scrubbed it from there. And just last month, Cuomo says, it never fucking happened. How about that? That's right, your freedom. You will be dancing in the dark when you do not have any reality. Even the reality that you're living in is being changed by these ne'er-do-wells doing it right in front of you. The same way. No, I'm tired of these globalists coming and ruining the United States of America when we've been here the whole entire time having a great time. That's right. So either they're going to attempt to try to take this country from us, or we're going to have to stand up as Americans, folk, and do whatever means necessary to take this country back. Chateau des Ducs there in Bretagne, the History Museum in the western city of Nantes, says it's putting on a show about the fearsome 13th century leader on hold for over 3 years, folks. They've been trying to do this for 3 years, folks. No, they said they can only change. No, you have to change what Genghis Khan looks like. You can't make him look Asian. No, I know he's got a ponytail. Cut that off. We need to make him look like China's hero, Mark Cuban. The museum's director, Bertrand Guillet, says, we made the decision to stop this production in the name of human, scientific, and ethical values that we defend. Chinese authorities demanded that certain words, including Genghis Khan, Empire, and Mongol, be taken out of the show. Subsequently, they asked for power over exhibition brochures, legends, and maps. CNN couldn't comment because they weren't allowed. MSNBC says whatever CNN says. Fox News says that we have to agree with them. The exhibit was planned in collaboration with the Inner Mongolia Museum in Hohhot. But tensions arose, the Nantes Museum said, when the Chinese Bureau of Cultural Heritage pressured the museum for changes to the original plan, including notably elements of biased rewriting of Mongol culture in favor of the new national narrative. I'm sick of trying to write this book, and I cannot. How am I supposed to write that Xi Jinping somehow went back in time and beat the Mongols? How's that possible? Jason Whitlock, China's 1,000 more times racist than, 1,000 times more racist than the U.S. No, you should see how they treat people who are not Chinese. They even treat the NBA players terribly. In fact, that's just in. The NBA has changed their name to the UNBA. That's right, it's the United Nations Basketball Association. No, if you foul, it is a positive thing. That's right. No, all the refs wear blindfolds. China has 1.4 billion citizens, according to Jason Whitlock. This was on the other night. It was on Tucker Carlson. China's spending a lot of money trying to undermine America and American culture. That is what communist-run countries do. They smear the West and America as racist. Meanwhile, they're 1,000 times more racist. Well, according to the meme, this lady works in a factory making 20 cents a day to make shoes so LeBron James can wear them and put his thumb down on me and tell me I'm the bad person. Whitlock also criticized the NBA for continuing to do business with China despite the country's various human rights violations. And with those human rights violations, folks, they were named to the UN Human Rights Council along with Cuba, along with Venezuela. Woman who cut baby from friend's womb told police she gave birth on the road. I just don't like TV. Little suicidal action. I feel like shit. I see. I see, 'cause I'm downloading I see. Woman accused of cutting her baby out of her friend's womb allegedly told police she gave birth to the child on the side of the road. Reagan Hancock, 21, was found dead at her home in New Boston, Bowie County, Texas, after her so-called friend cut open her womb. What's up? We're cut open her womb. Give it up for side of the road. Taylor Parker, 27, now reportedly facing murder and kidnapping charges after allegedly snatching Mrs. Hancock's unborn daughter, who later died. According to the Mirror, they're in the UK. You know, the UK, where you're not allowed to leave your house because they are continuing to lock down their society and ruin their society, ruin the lives of these children, force masks upon them so the communism can take hold. She told a state Texas trooper that she had given birth to baby on the side of the road after the officer stopped her as she tried to cross into Oklahoma. Hey, lady, you're going the wrong way. Then rushed to Oklahoma's McCurtain Hospital there, and although doctors unable to revive the baby, they soon discovered that Parker was not the mother of the child. Now, how is this your baby if you have a six-pack of abs? That's what I would like to know. I don't think this is the last song. Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation spokesman said on Friday, October 9th, Oklahoma law enforcement was notified that Taylor Parker of Sims, Texas, had arrived at the Memorial Hospital with the baby, saying that she had just given birth on the side of the road. Oh, I had already cut my own umbilical cord with a hedge trimmer. At that point, she and the baby were transported by ambulance to the hospital. Oh, dear God. She waived her right to oppose extradition to Texas in a court hearing yesterday. Hancock's mom said her daughter has been murdered by Satan in the flesh. After she discovered her daughter's body in the home there in New Boston, the victim married her husband Homer in 2019, and the couple already had a 3-year-old daughter together. She was expecting another daughter who she wanted to name Braxlyn Sage. Miss Hancock's mom, Jessica Brooks, said she found her daughter's body in her home. There's been a PayPal fund set up. Yeah, go to the Mirror and type in "woman who cut baby friends." We're trying to raise money for Homer and their daughter. Homer's been racing around for many years as the man behind our outlaw lawn care. Let's rally together and raise enough money to take any stress off him for all expenses that will occur.
Suicidal!
Well, I guess that's the end of the show. How about that? Did we make it? No, we hit it all. Did we get it all? 17-year-old student in Virginia boarding school facing disciplinary action for opposing Black Lives Matter. Well, we're going to get that story tomorrow, folks. Tune us every single day, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. Whiskey and the Surfer, Denver's top iconic rock, folks. Thank you so much. Rate, review there on Apple. Listen to us on Spotify, on Spreaker, on iHeartMedia. Tell all your friends. For your folks around the world listening, whether you're in Russia, whether you're in the Ukraine, if you're in Poland, Bulgaria, if you're in India, if you're in the UK, If you're in Canada, if you're raging up there in Montana, if you're raging in Alaska, all of my friends out there in Hawaii and Texas listening, in Ohio, all over the globe, tell some friends about it. We rock rage, folks, 5 days a week here. Thanks for listening. God bless everybody.